What's up, guys? Bella here, and welcome to the show. This week, so we're going to be doing another Truth Hurts, and this week we're going to be talking about all sorts of little funny things. So here's Grizz. He's doing it. And I'll let you kick it off here about what we're going to talk about this week.
All right, we're talking about old people versus young people, and basically what it is, both piss you off constantly. And I know we're going to kind of cover a wide array of different age groups.
Yeah, we're going to hop through a bunch of shit here.
But, the majority is, young people all the way down to babies, and then old people all the way up to, should be retired, never leave your home.
My granny and grandpa status.
So, first off, I want to talk about babies. It's what's for dinner.
You kick a baby in the head. No, not really.
But the number one thing that pisses me off about babies, and I want kids, I want a baby, but they're a big pain in the ass.
well, ours aren't going to act crazy.
Oh yeah,
I'll put my foot up the
everybody
baby.
says that. Everybody says that.
Yeah.
But babies have no control. That's it's nature. It's a learning process. From the point you exit out the. Yeah.
Babies on a plane, like snakes on a plane.
Yeah. But babies on a plane, I hate it. Every flight I've ever taken to any event, any vacation, there's always been a baby crying on the plane. And you just want to ask for a bag of peanuts, just smack the baby in the head. Just
throw the dinner roll at the baby. Or at the parent. Shut your kid up.
Yeah.
What about babies in movies? When you're trying to watch a fucking movie and all of a sudden...
Yeah, I don't know. Why the hell would you bring your baby to a fucking movie anyway? I don't understand. Your baby can't even see yet.
Can't even watch the fucking movie. Just because you got a free ticket, bitch, doesn't mean it's a good discount.
Yeah. I don't get at all. And then, when they start getting older, you'll see kids just acting a fool in Walmart.
Oh my god, yeah, kids at Walmart. I've seen them where there'll be parents pushing their kid around, and then all of a sudden the kid sees something they want, and the parents no, I ain't getting you that, and they're like, please, can I have it? And they're like, fuck no, or whatever they say, and the baby falls out on the floor, wah, doing an exorcist moment and shit, man, just having a fucking cow, and I'm sitting there looking at the parents are you not gonna spank that ass? People are too politically correct now.
I do love the baby leashes though, because I have seen that. I've seen that in Walmart.
Pet on a leash.
Yeah, I've seen the kid throw a fit, and the parent didn't even didn't bat anything.
You're somebody add the choke collar. Shut up.
They're just dragging them on the floor like they're a fucking dust mop.
Right? It's like a dog toy at that point.
I know. I don't.
The cat's gonna swat at it.
I mean, it is what it is, but it's fucking funny. I don't get it. And then you get older and you get teenage.
Well, no, before they get older, it's because of that shit when you have problems when they're teenagers. Because you have some parents out there that just won't parent their children. They just let them do whatever they want. The kid throws a fit, okay, you can have it. They'll tell them no, the kid throws a fit, okay, never mind, here you go. And they don't make them eat their food, they don't make them do anything, and they get demanding, and I don't know, they're just so fucking needy. So then when they get to be teenagers, they're like spoiled brats, just walking in oncoming traffic, thinking they're hot shit. I just want to hit them with my car.
Yeah, well, I mean, once you go into adolescence, you're going to have that. And, we were talking earlier about how...
10 points.
Yeah, 10 points for hitting them. But no, when you're 14, 15 years old, you're still kind of underage.
So cool.
Yeah, you already think you're fucking cool as shit, but...
You know everything at this point in your life, more than anyone else.
Yeah, but you also know that somebody can't beat your ass, an adult can't whoop your ass without going to jail.
Oh, so you've got to taunt them.
Oh, yeah,
Push that shit to the limit.
It's kind of like when we were talking about, I don't know, it was a week ago, we were talking about bar fights or women that get in guys' faces with the finger
shit. Because they know you won't hit them.
Because they know
what
you
can't. What are you going to do, motherfucker? You going to hit me? Hit me, bitch.
If they ever made it so a man can hit a woman... The same way a man can hit a man and get the same file charges, you would never see a woman
lies.
getting up in a dude's face. Because if they did, they wouldn't have no teeth. Like, it'd just be
Yes,
stupid.
and a lot of guys' balls would be hurting.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
Yes. Yeah, so it would be very interesting.
It'd be nasty.
Don't drop the veil just yet.
Mm.
Yeah, and parenting. Let's talk about parenting.
Well, I mean, like you said, a lot of it goes back to when, maybe they had like 2 kids and their first kid wasn't around, or they got taken away from them, or, they
so they're gonna make up for it at round 2.
Yeah. So the
And
second kid, they let
spoil
them get away with fucking everything. It's
I
stupid.
used to get my ass beat when I was a fucking kid, and then all of a sudden, here my brother and sister come along, and they ain't getting no spankings. They're way worse than me.
Yeah, see, I was kind of the flip.
I'm like, really, you're gonna let her do that? Really? Then I start beating my sister and brother's ass. See, this is where sibling rivalry comes in, because we're mad as hell that they're getting away with the shit they're getting away with. They're out here at fucking, I don't know, the Easy Stop on the fucking corner out there having some block party where they're not supposed to be loitering, but, it's all good.
Yeah,
Because they're going to do that shit.
I was the 3rd child. My mom had 3 kids, and I was the last one. And I'm not going to lie, I got away with everything.
Yeah, you were the baby.
Yeah.
Let me guess, your older siblings tried to beat your ass, didn't they?
Well, yeah, but it made me stronger. But, I mean, we did some stupid shit as kids, too. I mean, I remember shooting my sister in the head with a bow and arrow.
Oh, my God.
And then she literally chased me in the yard with a butcher knife, trying to stab me.
She's gonna kill your ass.
She was too. And luckily, my oldest sister came in, which was pregnant, and then my other sister held a knife to her stomach, and then she beat the hell out of her. It was.
Well, see, kids that are like, they're young teens and shit like that, they think they can get away with everything, and they think they can just push the older people to the limit because they know they can't get their asses beat, because if they do, they're gonna call the police.
Oh yeah.
But at some point, sometimes us adults don't give a fuck, because you piss us off so much, we're gonna beat your ass anyway.
Oh,
it was worth a free ride.
I've heard that
jail.
before. Go ahead and put me in jail, because you better wait till I get out. I'm gonna put
God,
you in the
hospital. What you told me a story a long time ago about a basketball incident. Some brat.
Oh yeah, like this goes along like what we were talking about. As you get older, like younger kids will try and push you because they know that you can't do anything. Well, I was at an apartment complex, and I was babysitting for my nephew, and I was probably 12, 13 years old. And my nephew was probably like, I don't know, 5, 6. I can't remember for sure.
He was a little guy?
Yeah, he was just a little guy playing basketball outside, and he came home crying, said that this kid wouldn't let him play basketball or whatever.
Aww.
And I felt bad, so I went over there and talked to him, and the kid is likewise, but he's probably 7 or 8, maybe a year or 2 older than my nephew. And he's like, "Fuck you, blah blah."
What?
I'm like, "Really, kid?
You said
really?"
what?
Yeah. And I was like, so I went off on him, like, "You better take your fucking ass out of here before I beat it, motherfucker." And I went off on him,
right?
And he's like, "I'm gonna go get my mom." And my nephew's just standing there holding this basketball with the deer in headlights look.
Aww.
So I snatched the basketball out of his hands, and I just waved
You're
it
like,
back.
"We're switching the game up. We're gonna play a
fucking dodgeball now.
Dodgeball, bitches."
Yeah, he didn't dodge it.
No.
So I cracked him in the middle of his back with a basketball on a deadbeat run about as hard as I could, and he did a face.
Knocked him flat on his face.
Oh yeah, he did a face plant right on the sidewalk and took off running back to his mom's house crying.
Yeah, I bet he did.
I told Cody, I'm like, "Hey, let's go ahead and go home. I'm sure this is not going to get pretty here in a little bit." And then, sure enough, his mom came over knocking on my door, their door, because I was babysitting. But she's like, "Oh, you're older than him," and I'm like, "Fuck you, bitch." I said, "Wait till my sister gets here. She's younger than you. She'll still kick your ass."
Yeah, she would.
Yeah.
She would. And speaking of kids cussing, I'm just going to touch on Xbox kids, like little kids. Have you ever heard the squeaker little kids in lobbies, and they'll be like, "Fuck you, pussy," blah, blah, blah. I'm like, are you even old enough to say that shit? Where are these people's parents at?
I don't know.
What the fuck did they do? Wait until their parents went to bed, and then they're on there, "I can cuss all night now." Like, what is that? They get muted.
Well, there's only like 2 instances there. Either one, their parents don't give a shit, and that's a self-esteem issue on itself.
Right.
Or 2, they're just waiting till they go to bed, and they're just
their parents are out for the evening.
Yeah, out at the
A,
bar.
B, or C. Yeah.
Trying to make a brother.
Yeah, you see where they're learning from their parents. Yo, old people, they be getting on my nerves sometimes too. I love old people. I love them all, especially since my grandparents passed away, as a lot of you know. But OMG, some of the shit they do is so fucking annoying. Their driving skills, I have no patience. I want to run them off of the road.
Yeah, they should definitely. What's the cutoff age for like
when they don't pass their eye seeing test anymore? I don't know.
I can't wait to hit that mark. I'm gonna lie, like I see fine.
Yeah, you're gonna
Whoever
memorize that shit. Memorize the numbers and letters.
Absolutely. No, but like they do everything slow, whether it's crossing the road, driving. Everybody knows Sunday drivers, 9 times out of 10, old people thinking,
and old
getting
school
shit done.
Ideas.
Yeah, and like
tattoos are of the devil. Fuck you. I have
I mean, it's old school. Every like 90% of them are like old school. They want things to be back the way they were, which may not be such a bad thing.
Yeah, and you feel like whenever you've hit a certain age, over the age of 21, that you're an adult, and they still treat you like you're an adolescent.
Yeah, but I do that to my nephews and stuff too. I still
but wasn't it annoying when you were younger? When you're like,
old.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure I'm not
cracking
too.
Kids in the back with basketballs. Like that's how I remember. That's how I remember my nephews. But old people, yes, definitely. I mean, they get to me quite a bit.
And they
not
have
as bad
like a
as babies
smell to them, and that's one of the things I think. And I never want to say it out loud, but damn, they fucking stink. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. My mom's mom and dad, they were farmers, and my grandma did snuff and my grandpa did red man. And they would always sit at home watching the Braves game, and they did have the old people smell house,
right?
But it smelled like chewing tobacco, and they both had their
totally
spit cups.
Smells. And then they'll just be like sitting there mid-sentence and they'll just like fart. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? What the actual fuck is going on here? And they'll just smile, or I don't know, they'll act like it didn't happen. And it smells the shit up and you're like, really?
Yep, then you find out they sharded and somebody says,
oh,
can you
God.
can you please go change your grandpa? Go change grandpa.
I'm like,
He's
can't.
Old.
My hand is sprained. Sorry. I have to ask somebody else. But
yeah, I'll change him and somebody else can clean up my puke. That'd be great. Let's just get a little assembly line going.
It's so crazy because when you're a baby, you come into the world and you're like little and you just can't do anything and you just cry and somebody has to feed you and change your diaper. You grow up, you go through life, everything's all snazzy. Then when you're old, you just sit around and you can't walk and you end up in diapers and just everybody has to feed you. It's kind of fucking depressing, people.
It's a vicious cycle.
What is the moral? Don't get old. Just stop aging. Just stop aging.
Getting old.
Yeah, well, anyway, guys, I guess we're going to wrap it up here, but this was this week's show. If you guys have any thoughts for next week, if you have any ideas or show ideas or anything like that, send us a message. Follow us on Twitter.
That's it. Peace out.
Peace out.